1, 2, 3, ikimashou everyone. The Kanto Cup is here everyone, but I decided to go ahead and show you guys how some Kanto teams can do very well versus the Open Great League meta. So this is right before Kanto Cup, but this is an all Kanto team, and as you guys can see there, the big boy, right, the featured Musamon during this set is the Pidgeot. As you guys can see, it is a 13-13-12, which is not great IVs for Great League, but it is a shiny and a lucky, so I decided to go for that, save a little bit on the Stardust. And it does have the legacy move Gust as its fast move, which is the reason that I think it actually does quite well versus the Great League meta if you can find a good matchup for it. So it is a very difficult Pokemon to use in the Open Great League, but paired up with Shadow Machamp, which is a monster as you guys know, and Lapras, this team does have a fighting chance in the Open Great League here. And it is a difficult team, so I don't recommend it for everybody, but if you want to have some fun, it's a very fun team. Now guys, if you want to keep watching some of this Go Battle League content, please leave a like, subscribe to this channel, turn on that notification bell. We are on Discord, we are on Twitch, we love to do raids, and we love most of all Go Battle League content, so please join the Musa squad, alright? So let's hop into this first battle. Alright, so it looks like our opponent is 1-1-4 Kaito. And they go ahead and bring in a Machamp, so we do get a very, very nice lead here. So they make an immediate switch into Umbreon, and we actually go ahead and bring in the Lapras. That was actually a bit of a misclick by me there. But also wasn't too worrisome, right? Because if they try to conserve their Umbreon here, I know that I can finish off with Machamp still. You guys ever see this kind of situation, make sure you don't do that mistake I just made there, right? But anyway, let's get into this thing. So yeah, neither of us are shielding here. I am trying to farm up to go to Skull Bash at first, but I do think I'd end up deciding to change and going for that Surf because the foul plays are adding up. I almost got to double Surf here, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to actually get to a second one. So I get to it, I do end up getting to it, which is awesome. And I do believe that this will get a shield out of them, which is even better than I could have expected here. They do go ahead and farm me down, but I get them very, very low. So I really don't need too much to get them out of here. I do bring in Pidgeot, and I do decide to shield because I was worried about that last resort, but they ended up just going for another foul play again. Now they go ahead and bring in Tentacruel, and I do have to stay in here because Machamp won't be doing too great versus the poison typing on the Tentacruel. So I'm going to go ahead and try to farm up a bit, and then I do end up switching, trying to catch a move, but they don't actually throw anything here. So now we are pretty even when it comes to shields, but I do have a little bit of extra energy on the Pidgeot. I don't know, things are looking kind of close here, but I decide not to shield. They should not have thrown their energy here because now that lets me bring in my Pidgeot and definitely get all the farm that I need. And I have a shield and they don't, right? So I actually farm up just a bit to get to that Brave Bird just to play it safe. And this will definitely take them down. And that is the first game here. They had quite a lot of Kanto Pokemon, just like me. Alright, on to this next battle is versus Quillade, I think. I don't know how to pronounce that. And guys, this is one of the reasons why I think Pidgeot is going to be very, very, very good in the Kanto Cup. Because it does very good versus Alolan Marowak here. Alolan Marowak, while yes, Fire Spin hits a little bit hard, normally they don't run Flame Wheel, which this one was, which sucks. But you can definitely wall it off because of all of the ground and ghost moves. Anyway, so unfortunately they get to it before I do here, but it's perfectly fine because we did get a shield out of them, right? So that's pretty nice, and they did surprise us with that Flame Wheel, so that's pretty interesting. And we go for the cross chop here because it should take them out, even though it's a ghost type. Yeah, so it does take them out here. Now they bring in the Grand Bull, and that's pretty scary here. So we bring in our Lapras. We still have shield advantage, and they do bring in a Shiftry running Seed Bomb, I believe. I always forget the name of that fast move, guys. So please let me know down in the comments if I got that correct. And of course, we're going to have to shield here. We are doing pretty effective damage with the Ice Shard as the fast move. So that's not too terrible for us. But we do not want our matchup going versus their Grand Bull here. So we do go ahead and throw out two Surfs. We do get a shield from them, and we're trying to make that switch into the Machamp, but of course, switch timer is definitely off. They are down shields now, and so are we. So we do farm down, and now it's all up to Lapras to really win this one for us here. We go for the Surf, and I'm not sure how much damage it'll do because I don't remember Grand Bull's HP. It does quite a lot of damage, which is nice. And before they finish this off, I make the switch because counter is very fast, and we do take them out, so that's a good game. Now we're going against Volito XO, something like that, and we go versus the Surf Edge. So we've been getting some pretty nice leads here, right? They make the immediate switch, and this time I don't make my mistake that I made in the first game, and I do bring in my Machamp. And they do manage to get to their last resort, and I do end up shielding there. I was counting this time, right? So I was able to catch it there. I do have 2 cross chops ready to go. So I go for 1 here, seeing if they're going to shield or not. They do not shield, so I have enough for 1 more. And they actually bring in an Altaria, so I just have to get a couple counters in to get this Rock Slide off. So things are looking pretty good here, and they make a huge mistake by not shielding here. They really want to conserve 2 shields, but I do have a Gust Pidgeot, and they already saw it, so I'm a bit confused why they did not use their first shield. Maybe they thought I was shield baiting. It could be that. They finally used their shield here, and of course I'm not going to shield this, but they're so low already, it doesn't really matter. And they don't have enough for 2 Sky Attacks, so I can very comfortably bring in the Pidgeot to just finish this game off here. Yeah, so look at the Gust. The Gust does so much damage, guys. That's pretty crazy. Now, of course, I'm going to shield this because Foul Play will still hit us pretty hard. Oh, it's actually a Night Slash. My bad, guys. Night Slash, right? And we get to it. Boom, right? GG right there. That's a quick one. Very easy. Nice. Now we're going against Garfield Yun. Right? Very long end there. So again, we get the Marowak here. So we're getting another great lead again. And, you know, I think this one actually plays out much better because they do end up shielding. I go ahead and farm up a little bit extra and go for that Brave Bird. People don't know Pidgeot too well, so I'm going to see if I can get it through. And yes, I do, which is awesome. And I go ahead and bring in my Lapras. This is a very awkward matchup because both of them just kind of hit each other with not very effective moves. But of course, I have a lot more HP and a lot more energy to work with here. So I go for the Skull Bash because I'm thinking they might actually shield this, but they don't end up shielding. But I get my defense raised up, so that's not too terrible there. Now Marowak comes in. I'm hoping this one isn't running Flame Wheel like the last one because that would suck. They're not. They run a Shadow Ball, which is great. That's how I run my Marowak, actually. How do you guys run your Marowak? Do you guys run it Shadow Ball or do you guys run it with Shadow Bone? Now that Surf goes through and they bring in the Victory Bell. I think they were very confused by the Pidgeot here. And yeah, I mean, it's just too much damage to deal with. I do go ahead and shield because I'm trying to flex and not show my last Pokemon again. And yeah, they end up quitting there. So that's a good game to my opponent. So now let's see what's up next. So we're versus Ali Lad. All right. So they go ahead and bring in a Swampert. Again, another great lead for us. I'm just very lucky, right, with these kind of leads here. We do go ahead and switch though, trying to catch the Hydro Cannon, but they don't throw it. So that's a bit sad. We're pretty sure it's going to be a Sludge Wave here, but we still don't block just in case they're going for the Shield Bait. And then they bring in the Pelipper, which is very interesting. We do go ahead and go for the Skull Bash because it would do a lot of damage. And they don't shield, so things are looking very nice. Bit of lag there, but everything's all good. And of course, we're not shielding anything at this point. Pidgeot will still do pretty well versus the Swampert, right? We do have enough for a Surf, so we're hoping that Surf can come out. Yes, it does come out. So things are looking good. If this hits, it'll hit for neutral damage against the Swampert, but they do shield here. So now things are starting to look better. They do have a lot of energy saved up. They have enough for a Hydro Cannon, I believe. But we do have 2 shields, so we're going to go ahead and shield this first one here. And we should be able to farm down, we're hoping. No, we don't. We don't manage to get to that. Swampert's Mud Shot is just too fast. So we're forced to use both of our shields here. And they go ahead and bring in their own Golden Flyer, right? Their Shiny Drifblim. And we try to get to that Braver before they get to Icy Wind, but it doesn't work out. They get to it first here. So we did take a lot of damage there that we didn't want to take, but we go for this Brave Bird here and make the quick switch into the Machamp. We were hoping that they wouldn't shield, but they do end up shielding, and we managed to get to the Rock Slide before they get to the Shadow Ball, so things are looking very good here. This will take them out for sure. And they go ahead and bring in the Swampert with almost no HP, so that is a GG right there. And that is it, guys. Right, we won 5 matches here. Like I said at the beginning, we went very positive the first 2 sets, not so positive on the last 3rd set, but it was a very fun team. I'm excited to actually try this team out in the Kanto Cup, but we'll see. I'm trying to get very spicy with this Kanto Cup, especially because there's no rank points involved. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this content and want to see a lot more of these battles, please join me on Twitch, join me on Discord, leave a like on this video. It helps a lot, and go ahead and subscribe and click on that notification bell so you guys don't miss any of these battles. And please watch some of my other videos. Just go ahead and click on one of the ones on the screen that you see right there. And I recommend the Darmanitan one from the Love Cup. It's very, 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 very fun video. But anyway, guys, I'll catch you on the next one, okay? Sayonara!